Ranch Toastmaster since 2008. Traditionally, Brian has always been a just get to the facts kind of person, but the older he gets, the more he realizes the power of stories to make an idea stick, or even to help build a relationship. So Brian is looking forward to this challenge of giving his first speech out of the storytelling manual. His wife really didn't want him to tell this story, but he reassured her what a fine, upstanding, and honest group of DTRMs, Toastmasters you were. And he promised her that no one from Dobson Ranch would ever repeat the story to anyone. Which is true, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So what happens in Dobson Ranch Toastmasters stays in Dobson Ranch Toastmasters. Please help me welcome Brian Leonard, a new fiancé guide, what not to do. A new fiancé guide, what not to do, Brian Leonard.
So it happened in a snap, in the blink of an eye. My sweet, intended, shy, and soft-spoken wife was hurling four-letter words at me like Nolan Ryan in the World Series. My in-laws now were worried that I was going to beat my wife, spousal abuse style. And I now was 1 minute away from getting a permanent felony on my record for a hate crime. Rewind about 1 year ago. I was in the car with my wife, once again, at the time was my fiancée, her name's Shayna. She is the sweetest person I've ever met. She is so soft-spoken, she's very shy, and is so honest. I mean, has never broken a rule in her life. Her mother is with us, down from New York. I don't see her a lot, but I love my mother-in-law. In fact, that's one reason I pulled the trigger with my wife. I love my mother-in-law, but she's one of those women who you put your guard down around her instantly. I mean, she's such a real person. She's so genuine. At least I do. I put my guard down around her. That's good sometimes, but that can be a real problem sometimes. It's still your mother-in-law. So we were driving around. Shayna's sister was running in the P.F. Chang's marathon there in Tempe. And we were driving to see her finish, which was a big deal for her. She was so excited. And we were in the car, and as you know, there's traffic everywhere. I mean, you can't drive in Tempe because there's so much traffic. We had to meet at the stadium. So we're driving for about half an hour, and we're lost at this point. I mean, I'm trying to find shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. I've got my phone out. I'm doing the Google Maps, and my blood pressure is literally up to about here. I mean, the Irish in me is coming out. I mean, I am shaking. I am so angry at why we can't park. And they're in the back, come on, we gotta go, we gotta get there. Ginny's gonna be so upset if we miss it. Come on, we gotta go. No, turn left here, right here, turn left here, right here. And I've just about had it. Then I realized, we're out of gas. This much gas in the tank. So I drive to the nearest gas station. I pull in and I jump. Come on, hurry up, let's go! Come on, we gotta get there. We're late. So I go to the gas tank. I pull the lever out. I put it in the car. Work it. Credit card. It's not working. Come on, get my credit card out again. Do it. Put it in there. Come on, Brad, we gotta go. And I'm like jittering. I'm so up to my eyeballs. It's not working. So have you ever had one of those moments where you just snapped? Have you ever put like $1 in a vending machine and you didn't get your candy? Yeah. And you kind of bang on the vending machine? I did something kind of like that. Only mine was more Karate Kid style. I gave it one of these, I leaned back, and I gave it a kick,
no.
not once, not twice,
Oh, man.
but thrice. And they were pretty hard kicks. My wife to this day still swears that I actually got off the ground with both feet. I don't even know how that would work, but she swears by that. And no gas came out of the machine. But you know what did come out? The owner of that restaurant, the owner of the gas station, and 2 other people running at me. And you know who else came out? 3 police cars! Because there's a marathon, by the way, running a block from us, just running right out in front of the gas station. So there's cops and there's all kinds of security there. 3 cops come rolling in. And you want to talk about the power of now? I mean... I was in the now. It was in a bad way. I was like, well, this is interesting. I was actually having fun with this. Huh, interesting. Let's see how this goes. Then it dawns on me, oh, blank. My mother-in-law is in the back seat of this car. That's not good. It's not a big deal. So the cops come in, all of a sudden, what's the big deal? I just hit the machine. Okay, my hands are behind my back, and they bring me over to the curb, over there, and they sit me down. They go and they talk to the owner, and my wife has my back, big time. She really stepped up, and she goes and talks to him, and I'm like, man, this is really interesting. This is, wow, this is surreal. And I'm laughing. I think this is funny. My tax dollars are going to this. So my wife comes back, and I'm, honey, come on, stop it, Like gallstones in life, this too shall pass. Stop it, And she goes, Brian, do you have any idea what's happened? I go, no. She goes, you're on Indian reservation.
Uh-oh.
I don't care. I don't care if I'm on Mars. The gas is not coming out of the tank, and I'm in a hurry. Who cares? Well, I'm not from Arizona. Well, she is. Well, they think that you did this because it's Indian property and you don't like Indians, Native Americans. And by the way, the tank's broken and they're blaming you. But it didn't work. It doesn't matter. They're pressing charges on you. They're going to charge you for this gas tank, which could be 10, 20, 30K, whatever it could be. They're throwing this against you and you're going to lose. And I'm thinking, okay, the power of now has just gone out the window. I'm in the future. I've got a wedding coming up that I won't be able to pay for. Got a honeymoon I won't be able to pay for. Got a house we're about to buy I won't be able to pay for. It's really sinking in now. My wife is almost crying and screaming at me at the same time. So I tell them to go, just go to the race, I'll take care of this, and I do. So I'm in the back of the police car now, handcuffed in a police car for kicking a gas machine. And the cop's talking to me, and the cop's really cool. He's like, man, you're in a lot of trouble. It won't be you. I won't be there. Said, man, that guy's really PO'd at you, man. He's really upset. And, with me, it's like, well, I just feel bad because he thinks I don't like Native Americans, It's like, dude, I'm not that guy. I wasn't raised like that. I really don't care. Your machine didn't work. I don't care who you are. I would have kicked it. So I was like, hey, man, and this was where things really changed in my life, and especially in this instant. This was the turning point. And I just said, hey, could you just ask the guy, I just want to apologize to him. Could you just ask him to come over here and apologize? And let me apologize. And he did. He went over there and he asked the guy to come over and apologize, and he came over. And, I don't know what it was, but this is worse for a guy than getting punched in the groin, I think. I started to apologize, and I was like, hey, man, I'm really sorry. And I was starting to tear up. I'm like, no, Brian, don't, Brian. No. Mark's probably seen this 1,000 times. Anything but this. But they came. Oh yes, they came.
Oh, no.
And I I started crying. It wasn't like, "Ah," but it was, it was just like crying, like, hey man, I'm just really sorry. I would be really upset if I was you. If I was you, I would have caught me and I would have beaten the heck out of me. I'm just glad you didn't. Thank you. And I made a new best buddy. I mean, this guy was like, hey man, no problem. I get it. You're a really nice guy. Don't sweat it. He dropped all charges and I was free. So the moral of the story here is whatever you do, just apologize. Apologize for what you did wrong and don't be arrogant and don't be too proud to apologize. It will change your life.